Hello guys, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to Geometry Dash. So, as you may know, I have just released my level, Come Back to Earth. Don't know if it's going to get Demon, but it's received a lot of downloads in the first 3 or 4 hours, and there's a lot of people that have beaten it so far. For that I'm very grateful, and I'm going to make an effect tutorial right now. So, you may know that I have invented a new effect in the ship section and the drop section of this level that is kind of like a white mask, but it's a lot more refined, and you can use it on pretty much any object in the game that you can color, and you can also use it on moving objects, as you can see in these sections. So right here you can see that all of these objects are moving, yet the mask still applies to the blocks, and I'm going to show you how you can put this into your level and make cool looking sections like this one. Okay, so I'm going to replicate Come Back to Earth with a dark blue background and a blank background type. We're going to get 3 squares. This one is going to be white. It's going to be on B3, Z order 1. The next one is going to be copy color background, and it's going to be on B2, Z order 1. And the next one is going to be any color blending. I'm going to use red because it stands out the most, on B1, Z order 1. So as you can see, the square with copy color background is invisible unless you select it, which is quite important for this effect to actually be effective. Then I'm going to stack these 2 blocks on top of each other. As you can see, this block remains white because any blending object placed on a white object will be white. Going to select this block, give it group 1, and we're going to put a move trigger that just moves it 40 blocks to the left so that it passes through these 2 squares. So as you can see, when the block is passing through, it becomes red, because this block right here is a middleman between these 2 things. So when it is on top of the block, the blending is actually on top of this block and not the white, and so becomes its original color instead of being white. So as you can see, the block just moves through like so, and in normal mode it becomes red, or whatever chosen color. I could change this to yellow if I wanted, and it would become yellow, as you can see. I have used this effect in Come Back to Earth in the ship part. So as you can see, every single block has a white base, and when I move up the layers you can see, and then every block has a counterpart which is blending on 2 layers above, which is different colors. So this is pink, and I believe this is orange. I'm sorry if that's wrong, I'm colorblind. And if I scroll up to the top layer, the star has blue. So altogether these show as multiple different colors due to this blending effect. So this effect is quite useful because it can be used on moving objects. So as you can see, every single block is moving in this level and the mask is still applied, as opposed to having to use an external mask where you have to individually place every block around all the other blocks for the mask to take place. So this allows for no movement, whereas this new type of mask that I have discovered works for any moving object because of the type of mask that is used. If I pause here, you can see that this effect also works on pulsing objects, it works on saws, so it works on literally any type of object that you can set to white or blending, and yeah, it creates a really unique aesthetic for your level. And if you put a crazy effect in between the 2 layers, you can make some really cool looking stuff like this. Now this is one of the best masks to use if you want to add a good color variety into one of your sections, and it especially helps when you've got this big screen above the level right here that is blending every color together. So honestly, the effect is quite simple to explain. All you really need to know is that there's 3 layers involved, a white at the bottom, an effect that goes in between, and a blending layer on top that only shows color when the middleman effect is over the top of the white base. But seriously, thanks for all the support on Come Back to Earth so far. We're almost at 1,000 downloads in 4 or 5 hours of release, which is really cool. I don't think I've had a level with this much attention so far, and it really means a lot to me since this level is dedicated to the late Mac Miller, and also that I discovered an effect that hopefully inspires a lot of other creators to experiment with. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.